be one-sided. Righteous Ruin caught my eye last time actually at Wetherby. I think around 2 miles when it's not as testing, and clearly he's a 66 to 1 outsider here, so I think it's unlikely to be today, but might be a low-grade race in him back at 2 miles when conditions aren't as testing. Run's been called forward for the James Arthur and Ella Henderson live handicap hurdle, and they're off and racing. Martin Spirit was swiftly into stride, leads Billytherealbigred into the back straight. Early on, Earth Cry settles in third place from Yeoman Warder. Righteous Ruin alongside the other outsider, Royal Max, and Righteous Ruin a little slow over flight number 1. Martin Spirit under Lee Edwards has the advantage. The short-priced favourite, Billytherealbigred, is round about 2 lengths behind the leader as they head towards the third. Earth Cry, Yeoman Warder, Royal Max and Righteous Ruin step over flight number 2. So out in the lead, Martin Spirit. Just to his right-hand side, or left-hand side from his perspective, is Billytherealbigred as they take flight number 3. And these two have already got an advantage over Earth Cry. 4th place for Yeoman Warder, Righteous Ruin on the outside of Royal Max. So preparing to turn out of the back straight, and out in the lead, Martin Spirit has the advantage, and that advantage is just over a length or so from Billytherealbigred, the short-priced favourite off the back of wins at Leicester and Warwick. Earth Cry has made a bit of ground to sit closer in third place, and currently we almost have 2 races for the price of 1 because there's quite a wide gap back to the 4th placed horse Yeoman Warder, Righteous Ruin and Royal Max. They would be about 5 to 6 lengths behind the 3rd placed horse and about 10 to 12 lengths behind the leader, and that leader is Martin Spirit. Martin Spirit by a length from Billytherealbigred, under restraint in the noseband. Earth Cry is 3rd, Righteous Ruin just moving forward into 4th place with Royal Max and Yeoman Warder as that rear trio just make a little bit of ground. As out in the lead, Martin Spirit unpestered. Billytherealbigred anxious to go a little faster than his rider Toby Wynn is prepared to allow him at the moment from Earth Cry. Then Righteous Ruin pops over. Yeoman Warder was the one that rather clattered through it as the 2 leaders make their way up towards flight number 5. Martin Spirit from Billytherealbigred. Righteous Ruin has joined Earth Cry, who's lost a little bit of distance. Only 1 place between the front 2, and now Billytherealbigred, who's raced a bit keen, is now moving forward and eyeballing Martin Spirit, and the 2 of them are 6 lengths clear. Righteous Ruin is in 3rd place with Earth Cry and 5 lengths to Royal Max and Yeoman Warder as the 2 leaders make their turn that'll carry them away from the stands. Billytherealbigred on the outside of Martin Spirit. Righteous Ruin has moved through to dispute 3rd place with Earth Cry, 5 lengths to Royal Max, and Yeoman Warder is struggling to keep up at the moment. Yeoman Warder has lost ground relatively rapidly, 5 to 6 lengths behind the penultimate horse as Martin Spirit and Billytherealbigred turn into the back straight, pursued by Righteous Ruin and Earth Cry, 5 lengths to Royal Max and a widening margin to Yeoman Warder. Into the back straight, Billytherealbigred from Martin Spirit, Righteous Ruin in 3rd, and watching the back marker Yeoman Warder over, and I can't see him continuing for much longer. He's stopped very rapidly indeed. Meanwhile, the front 2 are beginning to get away here. Billytherealbigred from Martin Spirit, 8 lengths back to Righteous Ruin and Earth Cry, 5 then to Royal Max as Billytherealbigred is good over that flight. Billytherealbigred with Martin Spirit in 2nd, 8 to 10 lengths back to Righteous Ruin, in company as well with Earth Cry, 10 to Royal Max, and finally at the back of the field, Yeoman Warder has called it a day. Billytherealbigred is over that flood of hurdles. Leading from in 2nd, Martin Spirit, Earth Cry and Righteous Ruin are now pushed along in 3rd and 4th. Then Royal Max as the leaders prepare to turn out of the back straight, and it looks at this stage like a match, because on the inside, Martin Spirit, the grey, winner at Plumpton, up against Billytherealbigred, who's here on a hat-trick, and the 2 of them are a dozen lengths clear now as they make the turn. In 3rd place, Earth Cry has finally, I think, shaken off the attentions of Righteous Ruin, who's 2 lengths further back. And I think Royal Max has stopped to virtually nothing. Philip Armstrong's pushing along, but with limited response, and he's about to be pulled up as well. On the home turn, Billytherealbigred has galloped 3 lengths clear from Martin Spirit, and they remain a long way clear of Earth Cry and Righteous Ruin as the leaders make their journey up towards the second last, and they are the only 4 that are continuing. It is Billy, the real big red, who's powering clear here. Martin Spirit in second place is getting tired. Earthcry and Righteous Ruin are about 7 lengths behind Martin Spirit, but closing on him as Billy, the real big red, is over the second last clear. Martin Spirit in second place is over about 7 lengths clear from Earthcry and Righteous Ruin, are equally tired. And Billy the real big red is over the last. This is an absolute massacre here. Martin Spirit stopping very quickly and is being closed on by Earthcry and Righteous Ruin. Martin Spirit runs down the last, nearly refuses. Out in front it is Billy, the real big red, who's won this by a long way. Righteous Ruin has run through to take second at the moment, but Earthcry is rallying for that position. They will have their own private battle. Meanwhile, Billy the real big red will nearly be back in the winner's enclosure. He's won by that far, lands the hat-trick. Earthcry gets second ahead of Righteous Ruin, who's finished tired, not as tired as Martin Spirit, who is last of the four to finish, as they finish extremely well strung out.